Hey, I'm Tech Guy, and today I'm back out with another PC build. Today's PC is going to be a $1,000 PC build. At this price point, there's nothing you can get better for the price. You're going to be able to do basically everything you need to do on a PC. You can do gaming, you can do live streaming, you can do rendering, editing, you can do workspacing. Anything you need this PC for, it's going to be able to do it. It's very fast, reliable, and it's an all-around great PC. So starting off the build, we got the CPU, and for the CPU, I went with the Intel Core i7-4790K. It's got a 4.0 GHz and it's a quad-core processor. It's also got 8 threads, making it a virtual 8-core processor, and at this price, it's pretty darn good. For the motherboard, I went with the ASRock Z97 Anniversary Edition. This has got 6 sets of 6 GB ports. It's got 4 2.0 ports, or USB 2.0 ports. It's got 2 USB 3.0 ports. It's got support for up to 32 GB of RAM. It's got 4 RAM slots. It's got RAID support. I believe there's no Crossfire or SLI with this, but it's not a big deal going with the GPU for this build. You'll see there's no reason to even upgrade soon in the future. So for the RAM, I went with the Corsair Vintage 8 GB. This is 264 GB and it's got a cast latency of 9. It's got 1600 MHz and it's pretty darn fast for the price, only $44. And this is from Corsair, a very reliable company. So go with this, and if you want to upgrade to 16 GB in the future, you have the option to. Next up, we've got the storage, and for the storage, I went with both an SSD and a hard drive. I went with the Crucial BX100 120 GB for the SSD, so we're going to store your games that have longer load up times, like Battlefield 4 and time with mods, and also your OS. For the hard drive, I went with the Western Digital Caviar Blue 1 TB. So it's clocked at 7,200 RPM, obviously not as fast as an SSD. But this is going to be where you store your games, your extra games, your videos, your pictures, anything that's extra that you don't really need a fast load up time or a boot up obviously at like an OS, then this is going to be good for that. The video card, I went the MSI Radeon R9 390. This is an 8GB GDDR5 GPU. This is a freaking fast GPU for only $330. It's around the same price as a good GTX 970, and it has 8 GB of video buffer. So definitely, I would say this is a better GPU than the GTX 970. It's gonna be very good for future-proofing, as even some games like the newer Batman, the bad console port, actually use over 4 GB of video buffer. And for future games, I would say that's going to be true for bad ports or new games that use more video buffer or support it and you get more performance with it. For the case, I want the Enermax ECA3253BW. This is a full ATX mid-tower case. It's got a side window, it's got support for 5 fans, it comes with one included, and it's $40. I mean, it's a pretty nice looking case, not too nice. I mean, it's okay looking. If you want to go for something more expensive, then you can do that. That's going to be out of the price range of this build, though. If you want to go for one, I would obviously suggest, as I said last video, the NZXT S340, white or black. The black's a little bit cheaper, but go with this for this build, as it is very reliable and a pretty decent looking case. For the power supply, I went the Coolmax 600 watt 80 plus bronze certified semi-modular power supply. This is from Coolmax, and it's 600 watts, like 150 more watts than you really need for this build, so you should be fine even doing some overclocking. It's also semi-modular, and it's pretty darn power efficient. So with the semi-modular, you're not going to really have like a ton of cords to mess with, so your PC should look pretty nice even if you're a first time builder. But anyways guys, that's basically the whole build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully helped you out maybe building your first $1,000 PC. Don't forget to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy, and leave a comment of what you think maybe I should have changed, or maybe I should include in my next build. So thank you all for watching. Peace out.